Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We finished Elf last episode, and we went shopping in a bazaar, and now we have some equipment swapping to do. And fortunately, we've got a reasonable number of Scroll to Remove Curse for the first time in a while. We've got a bunch of books. Alright, so what equipment do we want to swap? We have a cloak that it would be nice to swap. And body armor. That's another question. Well, actually, what equipment do I want to swap? Mostly jewelry, right? So I have this ring of magical power that I would like to get rid of. And my other ring is not that great, but it has poison resistance, which helps. And there's a +1 cloak we could switch to. I would rather get a better upgrade than just that. It's basically using a scroll of remove curse as like a scroll of enchant armor. But you know, scrolls of remove curse are more common, so that's fine. On any other character, I would happily do that. But of course, on Ash, like, scrolls of remove curse are somewhat more useful, so you don't want to just necessarily spend them like that, but I think I do. We got the gloves, that's another important upgrade. And we could swap body armor. Like, this would be the time to switch to Fire Dragon armor. Right now, Fire Dragon armor, I think, is arguably worse. What's the encumbrance on Fire Dragon armor? 11. Now, this is Hide, of course, but they have the same encumbrance rating, but armor has a better armor rating, of course. So 11. So that's perfectly wearable for us. And, you know, would I prefer Steam instead? Maybe. But I don't even have access to Azakuba's armor, so it's not that important. Also, I guess it would make Azakuba's refrigeration a little bit worse to lower our cold resistance and deal more damage to ourselves. We don't even have that spell memorized, so forget it. How much enchant armor do I have? 4. So I could make +3 Fire Dragon armor. But I want to spend 2 of them already on, like, the new armor I'm wearing, right? The +1 gloves and the +1 cloak. I would like to be +2. So I would only be making +1 Fire Dragon armor, really. Which is not that good. It's not really worth swapping right now. I think I'll just put that switch off. So we're switching cloak, gloves, and 1 ring. Right? What ring would we like? There's that ring of 1,000 songs, but it's not that good. +4 ring of intelligence might be the best we got. Gross. I think it probably is. +3 protection is cool, but not that important. Actually, how many of my spells that I'm casting do I care about the spell power of? Because that's the main thing you want intelligence for, is spell power. And the answer is, like, not many of them. Like, I don't know, Simulacrum cares about your spell power somehow. Regen cares. It's sort of nice not to have to cast it as often. Even Repel Missiles will stay on longer. Not like time-wise longer, but it'll survive fewer hits before it falls off. So I think, yeah, just pick up a little bit of intelligence. It'll help with our fail rates on, like, the other stuff we want to learn. Alright, let's go get it. There's not a better ring, is there? Yeah, that ring is minus intelligence. Let's just head to Snake 4 and grab this ring. There it is. Ring of Intelligence. Now, oh, I forgot to grab the cloak I wanted as well. But that's also in Snake, so I'll just grab it on the way back out. Okay, now we are ready to do the swap, so let's remove Curse on a cloak and gloves and ring of magical power. Fine. Let's wear the new cloak and the new gloves and put on. Wow, I just accidentally hit capital P twice. I just meant to hit it once to wear a new ring, and then look at what letter the ring was on. But it turned out the ring was on capital P, so hitting capital P twice in a row accidentally was the answer. What a coincidence. All right, and now, oh right, I don't have scrolls of cursed jewelry anymore. It's about, there's an ability to curse items. So let's curse these gloves of strength, and let's curse the new cloak. Let's read enchant armor on the gloves of strength. I could consider not cursing the new cloak, actually, but like, that's just silly. Let's just do it. It's obviously correct. Unless I'm already fully bound in armor. I am fully bound in armor. And fully bound. So I don't actually need to curse that in order to get all of Ash's bonuses. That's interesting. So I guess I can just leave that. And then if I find a better cloak... Wait. Oh, I did curse it. I just haven't enchanted it. That's right. Yeah, and I wasn't fully bound until I did that. Great. Not in armor anyway. Okay. How much remove curse do I have? That's one thing that would be nice, is if there was some way to see on that screen, like, cost a scroll remove first. You have 8 or whatever. I don't really want to curse the ring either, but it didn't really do much to my fail rates because it's a ring of intelligence. So I'll keep the ring uncursed, and I'll leave it as a swap and possibly an upgrade path later. Let's learn Aura of Abjuration. Put it on J. And learn summonings as well. Because being able to absorb stuff helps a lot. And I guess that's it for the swap. Let's drop the old stuff. So the thing is, I could choose not to enchant the cloak, right? I might find a better cloak. If I find anything with an ego, right, like resist poison or magic resistance or invisibility, I think those are like the only 3 available, then I would rather enchant that up and save my enchant armor. And so the question is, like, how badly do I need that +1 AC right now? Like, can I afford to put that off? I think I can. And then later, when I find some dragon armor I want, or whatever, or a better cloak, then I can spend the scrolls there instead of on this +1 cloak. But meanwhile, we have 2 runes, right? Or 3? 2. Yeah, we didn't get Swamp. But we got Abyss and Snake. So I think we should go do vaults now. We put it off because we realized Elf would be a better idea, but we're done with that now. Rapier speed. And I mean, vaults is still going to be a little scary, but I think it's no longer the case that it's a better idea to do Elf, because you can't do Elf anymore. We're done with Elf. It's kind of funny that slime creatures rather are affected by pain. It seems like it wouldn't bother them, but apparently it does. I mean, I guess their holiness is just natural, I guess. Oh, I should be making Simulacra, of course. The Convokers. Which one is recalling? This one. So we definitely want to kill him. Good. Now let's kill the other one. Wow, 3 exclamation points. I guess he is buffed. That's pretty serious. We do so much damage, though. Like, not all at once. Digging, nice. But like pain has a lot of damage per, not second, damage per arbitrary unit of time. Just crawls unit of time. Yeah, this extra stealth is making a difference. What? How did you get here? What? I don't know how he could possibly... How there was a friendly skeleton in this room with the closed door. Did he... Yeah. Alright, it's a puzzle for the ages. Maybe it's a mystery, I suppose. Alright, let's recall on top of all these jerks. Yeah, that helps substantially. And the stabs! Unbelievable that we're getting stabs. Like, we have some stealth, but it's not that much, I don't think. Ash reasons, I guess. Wow. Alright, well, let's turn it off. We clearly have more than we need. What's back here? Just a bunch of junk. I'm less protected from missiles. That's not very nice. Am I not recalling stuff? What happened? I thought I cast recall. But clearly, I have a bunch of friendlies over there. Recall's on E, isn't it? E. Oh, look at that. 3 kills just from my simulacra on that turn. Oh man, Sphinx simulacra. No, Sphinx aren't like harpies, right? They don't have confused movement. So Sphinx simulacra are not like that insane. But apparently they're pretty good. See, this is why I was excited to get Simulacrum. Why can I not? I can't auto-explore because I can see some guys back here from scrying. You think you know where to recall, buddy. I got some summons for you. Yeah, please, bring them on. Simulacra are somewhat fragile, although not as much as zombies. Actually, maybe more fragile than zombies, but you get so many of them that the damage output per turn is really quite large. And it's a good way to use all this MP. I don't have as much as I used to have, of course. But, like you saw, I'm actually down to low on magic for the first time in forever, just because I wanted to make so many simulacra at once. And then recall them, right? Yeah, I don't need to recall for this stuff. Do I even still have simulacra? That's one problem, is you can't tell when they're gone. Oh, Borg simulacra, they're probably pretty fast. Yeah, they can actually keep up with me. The Vault Warden is hitting me. I was like, these ogres should not be doing that much damage. And they weren't. It was the Vault Warden. Let's animate dead. Yeah, that'll give him something to worry about. I'm paralyzed. Wow. Well, Who did that? The Ogre Mage, I guess. I just don't... I'm surprised paralysis doesn't show up in red. Yeah, there it is. It's... I feel like... I don't know if it's my RC or crawl or whatever, but like... We could be using color much more effectively, right? All this stuff I don't give two shits about is in red. Right? And this, which is like the most horrifying thing that can happen, is in white. I don't know exactly what to do about it. If I didn't have all my allies here, I think I probably would have died from that. But of course, I wouldn't have. You know, if I didn't have a bunch of ally making spells, then I would be stronger in other ways. But at any rate, there's like some scary business, I guess is what I'm getting at. A shop. A shoppy, in fact. I don't really want any of that, though. Stupid wolf spiders everywhere. Enchant weapon. We finally did it, guys. +9. Take ambrosia off auto pickup. It's not even useful to me here. Oh, it is. When did they make that change? You can use ambrosia even with clarity. That's cool. Huh. I wonder if I didn't know that it was a potion of ambrosia, if it would still work. Let's not pick up rings of fire and ice, please. Or protection from cold and fire. I guess I shouldn't have made simulacra, right? I should have made something I can eat. There we go. Because there was not any threats left on that floor, right? Spending hunger for simulacra that I wasn't even going to use instead of getting chunks was kind of silly. And it didn't matter because like there was plenty of stuff to eat here and I have plenty of food in general. It's just like a slight micro optimization I could make. Yeah, look at all this stuff we get. I love Simulacrum. It's so cool. You get so many monsters, and they're all good. Let's just recall them in here, too. Just to get them through the door more quickly. Yeah. It's not exactly more quickly. It's like... Not because it's like... Oh, I got... Oh, I forgot. Boo. I'm a demon spawn, and I had claws 2, and now I have claws 3, so I can't wear those gloves of strength that I just spent a scroll of enchant armor on. What a waste. And a scroll of remove curse, but that's not such a big deal. Well, I deserved that. Didn't think ahead. Oh well. Boo. Oh well. Demon spawn. Yeah, that's why I don't like monstrous that much. I would much rather have a scales mutation than these like 3 not very good body slot. I mean, they're all pretty bad, right? Right, claws, hooves. I don't know. Like I've been doing some extra damage with this stuff, but not a lot. And the antennae are not relevant at all. They're just preventing me from wearing a hat. These are terrible mutations. I mean, the tier 2 and 3 stuff is fine, right? Foul Stench, Ice Mail. Yeah, sign me up. Actually, wait. Am I still missing an entire mutation set? So I have Foul Stench 1 and Rot Immunity, which is 2 levels of the same thing. I have Cold Resistance, Freezing Cloud Immunity, and Ice Mail, which I think is 3 tiers of Ice Mail. So I should have another tier 2 somewhere, right? I'm not sure. I mean, I have 7 levels left to mutate, and everything is almost full. So yeah, I think there probably are. I probably have a whole new facet left to discover. Oh yes, the stabs. So good. I don't need all these simulacra, except sometimes. Was this the 4th Necronomicon? 3rd. I really don't want it though. Sorry, game. Okay, it's Menace. With of course, a weapon of Holy Wrath. At least it's a scimitar and not like a double sword. I don't know if he ever even has a double sword. Maybe. But scimitar is like the 2nd worst thing he could have. If so, possibly the worst thing. So I guess it's not good news at all. Oh, he can have a Eudemon Blade. Yeah. This is better than that for sure for us. But he doesn't resist cold. So if I just step out of his line of sight, let's scry. Although I know exactly where he is, right? And let's just back off a bit more and then start recalling. And regen. So he can like easily one-shot these guys, but in the meantime, they should do quite a bit of damage to him. Right? Look at him go. What a beast. How come I can shout? I'm silenced, right? No, I must have been outside the silence radius. Okay. And then I looked and I saw Syl, but that's because he had recast silence, apparently, on the same turn that I shouted. Okay. Alright, so this guy is going to murder us if we stick around. I thought my Simulacra might be able to dump out damage faster than he could cope with, but it seems like that is not the case. So let's teleport. And let's read some recharging, please. This is why wands are better than scrolls for teleport, because sometimes you're silenced. Menace. Serious, scary character. Oh, I'm scrying still. Alright, well I see a bunch of orcs in there. Who cares? Let's just hold down tab. Let's not go anywhere near Menace, right? Which you can get in there or there. What are these fire clouds? There's a fire elemental, okay. And I think this fight is just not that interesting. I don't have a lot to say about it. We're just gonna hold tab. I mean, not hold tab, but sort of conceptually hold tab until everything here is dead. Why is there a Nekasek as a wizard? Okay. Oh, I should be abjuring, actually. I was like, I'll just kill the wizard to get rid of his stuff, but I have abjuration now. At 6 power. Simulacrum is fine, so let's turn off these things, just work on spell casting and summoning. And, I mean, obviously Menace is still a problem, and he's roaming now. But if I mean, Harpy Simulacra are real good too, because they're fast, but they don't have the problem of real Harpies have, which is that they're stupid as heck. Alright, there is Menace. So let's not go in there either. I don't know. I mean, he's roaming around, so all these exclusions are not necessarily going to work. Let's just go downstairs, in fact. No, well, not that staircase. How about this one? Just get some more experience without having to tangle with Menace. Can they paralyze me? Yes. Oh good, here's a much better spot to stand. Oops, I meant to make a simulacrum there. Not skeletons. It would be nice to have some for all of this stuff. Is there a shaman here? There is. Shaman, I never quite know. I find it interesting, actually, that the monster list displays him after the other stuff, because he's way more threatening, to my point of view, than Deep Trolls or Deep Troll Earth Mages. Although it is nice to know about the Earth Mage. I'd like to step away from this wall, please. Ice mail. Let's butterfly it up and tab. The trolls are a big threat because of the shaman. I'd like to kill the shaman so that he stops hasting them. Okay, that worked. He actually only got one buff off. That's pretty good. And I'll kill that troll first, I guess. I'm surprised the Preserver hasn't started accepting their injuries yet. That would be a good play for him. Yeah, now he's doing it. Oh, I thought this was the stairs up, but it's not. Don't you dare, you stupid Earth Mage. Blow me up. Actually, this is kind of scary. Weird. He won't blow me up now. He doesn't have line of sight to anything that he can safely blow me up with without hurting himself, and I don't think he wants to do that. I'm not sure, though. Monster motivation is not something I totally understand. Sometimes they're willing to hurt themselves, but most of the time it seems like they're not. I don't know what governs when. All right, 17 troll simulacra. Let's get rolling, and while we've still got this entourage, I want stuff to be killed because this is a tremendous amount of damage output. There's like nothing in there. Where are all the monsters at? It looks like there could be something up north of here. Well, this guy's just around the corner, I guess. But it's just like a Centaur Warrior. I don't need help with all this stuff. I want to find something really dangerous that I can drop a bunch of trolls on. Alright, this place looks good. this. Kill. Alright, that'll have to do. Boo. I wish I'd gotten more value out, but that's life. I mean, I still have all these trolls, but they're starting to vaporize now. So I'm not going to be able to drop them on much. Yeah. Boo. Don't you flay me. There's some stuff in here, but it's like not very serious. I'm not sure how many simulacra I still have. Not very many, but like, I don't know, recalling them helps a bit. Boulder beetle simulacra, slowest monster known to man. If only they could worship Kybriados and really be slow. How do I actually? Let me look at one of these. How it is very slow. Seems like it should be slower than that, but there may not actually be a display flavor for any slower for slower than that, right? All right, we didn't get to recall a lot of guys, but we get a few. And the recall is still going. Maybe there are more guys than I thought. Yeah, this is pretty good. Let's abjure, because this demonologist is going to start summoning some nasties pretty soon, and I don't want to have to deal with them. Something shudders. Oh, the ice beast, yeah. And also some blizzard demons. You know, it's not... He didn't get to anything terribly bad. What's back here, by the way? Whoa. A lot of stuff. All right, that's fine. We've got the advantage here because they are kill-holing themselves for us. Stupid deep elf archers. Nothing I really need to abjure, though. Let's regen. It's something I should be doing pretty much all the time I'm in combat now. It's such a good spell. Deep Elf Archer, I would like to be dead. This guy keeps blinking around. He's crazy. Oh, he's finally dead. Okay. So these guys churned through a bunch of simulacra, which, you know, good for them. But let's just make this into a skeleton. Need to eat something. Spellcasting is like a nutrition simulator. It's exactly like real life. This is really nothing at all like real life, as you are well aware. We're on Vaults 3. I mean, yeah, we can do Vaults 4 this episode, I think. I mean, we're not done with 3 either, but I don't think it should be much longer. Ooh, Tentacled Monstrosity and a Vault Warden. Let's recall. That was useless. I guess it killed Nork Knight. But I'm going to back off here. I don't want to... This is a nice corridor. And I don't want to fight a Warden and a Monstrosity at once. I'm like dodging all his attacks, I guess. That's why. I mean, the constriction is unpleasant. Now he's finally got me, but... Oh! I'm pushed out of the doorway. Hello. My summoning's at level 9. Any new spells I should learn here? I could pick up, like, Summon Demon. Or Shadow Creatures. I have that somewhere, don't I? Where is that? Book of Dreams. Or I could learn like, oh wow, Bolt of Cold is getting castable. Just a little bit of investment into Conjurations and Air, and I could get Freezing Cloud, which would be really nice. I think that's like the perfect spell for my mutation set and skill set. And we're finally sort of... We used Ice as the bridge, as anticipated. But we could also learn like Azukuba's Refrigeration. Pretty cool. I don't know. I think I want the Freezing Cloud stuff more. Because that's a lot of damage per unit of time to a moderately large number of monsters. That you can just sort of cast once, and it does a ton of... It doesn't do damage like instantly, but it does damage over time. That's pretty good. Very, very mana efficient, or MP efficient, right? It doesn't, Crawl doesn't have mana, it has magic points. Let's turn off summonings. Let's work on Air. Let's memorize Freezing Cloud. No. Freezing Cloud. Now the thing is, I like to have that spell on E. I'll put it on F, I guess. Okay, cool. We're done with Faults 3. Let's do 4. And I still want maybe Shadow Creatures. Maybe. Mark. Right, let's just get upstairs then. Find a new staircase. Was that a shop I saw, by the way? Probably. I mean, it could be an empty arch, but it's probably a shop, right? Or an empty arch of ancient stone, I guess is the technical name of the feature. These simulacra should help, and there's a lich down there. I would love to have Dispel Undead, but that's not available to me this game yet. That would help a lot, right? Whoa! Who did that? The Lich, right? All right, LRD standing next to Crystal. That is scary as heck. Wow. Do we try to kill the Lich before he does it again? Or do we like use a Scroll of Blinking? I actually can't really because I can. I could blink to like here. All right, well, let's scry. That's the first thing to do. See what else is going on. Scrying is instant, so you can just always do it if you're scared. It costs you a little bit of MP, and of course some piety, but the piety is completely irrelevant. You don't have anything to spend it on when you worship Ash. Okay. So he's unaware, which means his evasion will be lowered, and I'll almost certainly kill him if I hit him. And there's some nasty stuff still. He's unaware because he blew himself up. And he's like, who did that? Crystal is really dangerous for LRD. It blows up super huge and does a ton of damage, as you saw. I think we attacked. Gosh, we could die here, so we should think this through. I could use Heal Wounds, of course. But the amount of damage that did was enormous. And if I get hit with another of them, I think a Heal Wounds won't even help. And I think it's better just eliminate the source of the damage than try to heal and be like, maybe survive at 2 HP. I mean, that would be better, of course, than dying. But I think we just try to prevent him from hitting us again. Miss. Kill. Fine. Now, what kind of elves are these? I think we get back to the stairs. Okay, one ugly thing. We can handle that. Okay, that was a bit scary. A real life Constitution check, I guess. You know, nerd. Is that like, or is it will maybe? I don't know. Like, are you macho enough to survive after this, or does it ruin your whatever? I don't know, man. It just seems like what skill would you roll a skill check for, or stat, I guess, to like avoid needing to change your underwear after that happens? There's got to be something, right? But I don't know what. I don't really play D&D, so I don't know what really counts as Constitution versus will. Obviously, it's not reflex, right? It's not wisdom. Let's just back up so we can pull the Death Knight upstairs by himself. What? My body is racked with pain? Can he torment me? Oh, he can cast Agony. That's not very nice. Okay, let's get ready to go back downstairs. Boy, Vaults 4 is like kind of being a problem. I don't want exactly to like stair dance this stuff because it means I won't have zombies downstairs. Yeah, I'll stay down here and handle just this stuff now. Salamander Stormcaller. Let's get upstairs. Try another staircase. What was wrong with this one? It was just that I was marked. Okay, so let's go back over there. I guess just more regen. And kill the Convoker. Because all these orcs are just total chumps. Yeah, finally some decent simulacra. And shops, yeah, oh, acquirement, okay. Fog is on my list of things I really want. What would I acquire, right? Armor or wand is basically it. Wand going for heal wounds. I would love, love, love heal wounds. Yeah, and I actually have a pretty reasonable shot at hitting it too. I'll take it. Let's buy this scroll of acquirement. Yep. Let's read capital R on F. Another ice blast. How many frame ice blasts are there in this game? 4? I'm like terrible at using them. I picked up a spell, right? It's Freezing Cloud. Yeah, it's getting there. Oh, and let's learn Conjurations. Okay. I don't care about silver bolts, but it's nice to know. I have a few simulacra, not very many, but recalling them is not really a winning plan, so it doesn't matter. Oh, the Convoker, please. Should be killed. Got him. No recall for you. Para? Who did that? The Great Orb of Eyes? Don't you kill me. Don't do it. Oh my god. Really? God, paralysis is the worst. I'm just used to having more magic resistance, I guess. And I had, like, some allies, but not enough. Like, how long was I paralyzed for? That was horrible. Save macros. This is the first time I've seen that. I know this is like a classic joke, is when you die, like your game's about to end, and so it asks, do you want to save macros? And you're like, I'm not really in the mood. Could you please ask another time? But I've never seen it before. This is kind of funny. Yeah, I'll save my macros, sure. Boo! Alright. How much damage did I take that turn? Let's go look at my morgue file. I think I can do that relatively easily, right? Let me just grab the log file, open it up in a browser window, and Chrome, select this one. There we go. Cool. All right, so how long were we paralyzed for? Because it seemed like an awful long time. Paralyzed for 6 turns. That's horrible. How much damage did we take there? Can I see that? I think it's just for a single turn, not for the entirety of the time we were paralyzed. Yeah, so we took 30 damage for the last turn we were paralyzed. But we were almost at full health, and then that paralysis hit. And I'm just not used to Great Orb's Vice being any threat at all. And that's my fault, of course. It's always your fault when you die, right? Well, a sad end to this video, but to this playlist, but I mean, it means I can start playing other characters again, not have to worry about this old character sitting around that I didn't really feel like picking up. I'm sad that we died, of course. I always am. But this was a lesson in, like, you can't take magic resistance for granted, right? I'm used to having enough magic resistance that I just ignore those threats completely. But if you don't, like, being hexed is serious business. I wonder if, like, this screen is going to show up as the thumbnail on the video. I'll have to make sure that doesn't happen so that you don't know that I died. Anything else interesting in the log here? We can see, like, I don't know, that I scried 35 times. Something you guys may find interesting is, like, let's see, look up a random game, somebody worshipping Ash, recent, not one. What level were we? Level 20. I'm just curious, like, XL20, please. XL. Apparently nobody died recently with Ash at level 20. I guess that's fair. Let's say greater than or equal to 20. Oh, I have to... Oops, I was looking for games by people named Ash. Oh, apparently not many people actually have. Wait, were they both me? Oh, I'm so... Sorry, guys. I'm typing stuff into the IRC window, and I'm, like, really dumb, and I'm typing in the wrong queries. Okay, that's better. So let's get the log for somebody. I'm just, like... Oh my gosh, the most recent one was me. I selected... Okay, I'm really bad at this. Random game. There we go. Let's just out of curiosity, what was this guy up to? How much scrying did he do? He scryed 28 times, actually. I'm used to my numbers being higher than most people, like, for doing stuff. But okay, good for him. And of course, you know, curse item we did a few times, and he hasn't, because that wasn't a thing you could do up until recently. Anyway, I don't know. Looking at all this stuff was kind of boring. I don't know why I thought it would be interesting. Anyway, that's it for this video. Maybe I'll, like, cut some of this out. I don't know. Probably not. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.